In today's video, I'll be comparing two great fragrances, Armaf Club de Nuit Precieux and AFNAN Supremacy Collector's Edition, which they are going after Absolu Aventus by Create. I have done a short video in this format, but I can see it wasn't enough to answer all of your questions. That's why I decided to make a longer version of that title. So without any further ado, I want to start by comparing fragrances by the opening. At the first, let's remember Precieux again. Yeah, compared to the AFNAN Collector Edition, I would say, okay, both of fragrances are fruity, but if you want something fruitier, Precieux is definitely fruitier and more rounded compared to the AFNAN one. AFNAN opens up stronger and it is like lines filler somehow. You feel that something very intense coming out of atomizer. Not as fruity, still it is a fruity fragrance, but compared to the Precieux it is less fruity and more in that woody and smoky side. Both of these fragrances eventually get smokier and woodier in the dry down, but I would say in the opening AFNAN is smokier even compared to the Armaf. So which one is closer to Absolu Aventus? In terms of that accuracy, I would say Armaf is closer compared to the AFNAN to Absolu Aventus, but not identical. I would say like 80-85%. It is like Absolu Aventus, but AFNAN is like 70%, let's say, in my opinion, as it has still that supremacy, not only intense vibe to it, which makes it at some points a little bit redundant to that fragrance. But here, this fragrance, I cannot say it is redundant to, for example, Club de Nuit Intense Man. It has its own character and way, but this one still has that supremacy, not only intense vibe to it. About seasons, occasions, I would say both of these fragrances are also round type of fragrances. I would prefer Armaf better for spring and summer, as it is more in that fruity and playful side compared to the AFNAN, and I would prefer AFNAN better for fall and winter, as it is stronger, woodier and smokier compared to the Armaf. And both of these fragrances are better for dressed up situations, but also no problem for like daytime type of occasions, but they lean more, let's say, dressed up. About performance, both of these fragrances are above average and strong. I would say to Armaf like 10 hours plus, 10 to 12 hours plus, but first 10 hours are solid on my skin in terms of longevity with 2-3 hours good projection and sillage, so it is a strong fragrance. But to AFNAN, I would say a bit more than strong. Beast mode, close, yeah, it touches that beast mode vibe, as it is like 12 to 14 hours plus lasting type of fragrance on my skin with over 3 hours of loud projection and sillage. So if you ask me which one is your choice, which one you prefer better, let's say, I would say there is different factors that we have to watch into it, like price. This one is like 50 ml, 55 euro. This one is 100 ml, 50 euro max. This one is a lasting fragrance, this one as well. In terms of performance, you can't go wrong with any of these fragrances in terms of scent profile as well. But if you ask me which one you like better, it is more I would say Armaf. In terms of that scent profile, performance, AFNAN, price, AFNAN. Just in terms of scent profile, I would choose this one because I don't have problem. I have a ton of fragrances, but if you want to pick one of these two, you have to be careful of the price and performance. So this one is a better value for the money in terms of price and performance, but in terms of scent profile, I enjoy this one better. Take care, guys.